Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens. I'm Carsen Green.
And I'm Annie James. You're listening to our Movie Mavens Diary.
Annie, what have you been watching?
Well, there's kind of jack shit out there, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I did watch another film on the backlog, another Oscar nom, American Fiction.
Okay.
And you have not seen this yet, have you?
No, correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this movie was good. It was like a bit of a crowd pleaser, and it kind of feels like it has a lot. It has it all in the way of like it has comedy, it has something to say, it has serious moments and tender moments. Okay. Yeah, the script was really good. The story was cool. I don't think this feels like Oscar tier to me, honestly. But hey, congrats. We got it anyways.
I mean, yeah, you know, they had to give
Jeffrey Wright.
A black movie. Yeah, they had to give a black movie a nod. They had to give a women's movie a nod. You know, they're just following
a subtle
procedure.
Nod. Which, okay, but that's kind of interesting because the premise of the movie is that there's this black man who is a writer whose stories are not like what the public would refer to as black stories, but yet they keep being labeled and categorized as such by like the media or by bookstores, and that like pisses him off because it's like he wants the two to be like separate and live on their own. But he's like, to try to make a point, he decides to write something that is like, that is a black story, but to him is like so over the top and like full of cliches, but everybody loves it and it like blows up. So there's something interesting about that's the story, and also everybody loves it and it's blown up. Like there's something there.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, but it was a good time. You know, I recommend you put this on a Sunday afternoon at your house and have a good laugh. A good ha-ha.
Okay. You know, a source very close to me that I trust told me that the author of the book that this is based on was a professor at USC and has myriad of complaints, sexual harassment complaints.
Canceled. Just kidding.
And so when
we need to have like a sound effect. I want a soundboard so bad, but if I were to push a button on a soundboard right now, it would be jail cell closing.
Clinker.
Got him.
So for this reason, I have been apprehensive to watch it, but it sounds funny, sure, but like, I don't know. I don't really care to support
black stories. Just kidding. Canceled. And then I'd hit the soundboard again. Damn it. We gotta get a soundboard.
We're both in the clinker. Shit, man.
Now you're gonna watch the movie?
Oh my God. Okay, well, no, this is a great segue, actually. Speaking of the original book. Okay, Annie, I have transitioned this year, the year of our Lord, 2024, and I genuinely haven't been watching a whole lot. I will tell you what I have watched, but I want you to know that in the month of January, I read 8 books.
Oh my God. That's like all the books I read in 1 year.
Okay. Literally last year in 2023, I read 3 books. And the year before that, I read 18.
Oh my God. Okay, so you were in another zone last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very intense decline. And this year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to read.
If you were to keep that up, that'd be a lot of books. But then this segment of our show would probably have to be put on hiatus, or we just transition it into a book club.
No, well, but I mean, also like this month, the month of January, you know, like not a lot of movies came out, not a whole lot. Like tickled my fancy.
Yeah, we're in a big dud period for sure.
Yeah, but I will tell you, I watched Everest. Okay, we all know that. I watched Everest like a few weeks ago. And then ever since then, I've just been reading books about Mount Everest.
This is almost like this. We can make a segment out of this at this point, like its own segment. Carsen's fixation on Everest.
Literally. Like, I just went to the library today before we started recording, and I picked up another book about Mount Everest. So, to say that I'm hyper fixated on a very niche topic would be an understatement.
Yeah, you like, this feels like you're doing research.
I mean, one day I might write my own book about Everest. We just never know.
You might, yeah, you'll be able to. You'll know enough about it by then. My goodness. Well, how was the book?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll tell you about one of the books. It's called Into Thin Air by Jon Krakauer, he also wrote Into the Wild, which that movie with Emile Hirsch is based on. Or, yeah. Wait, okay, I'm pretty sure he wrote the book. Jon Krakauer wrote the book, Into the Wild. And then Emile Hirsch's character, Alex Supertramp, then went to go live the Into the Wild story. I'm pretty sure. Or no, that's
Emile
not true.
Hirsch is
that's not right.
Actor?
Yes, Emile Hirsch is the actor. It's called Into the Wild.
Yes.
Wait, no. Okay, Alex Supertramp. Jon Krakauer wrote the story of Alex Supertramp. I'm pretty sure. Into the Wild. Anyway, this is so... Anyway, Jon Krakauer wrote this book called Into Thin Air, and it was about the 1996 Everest expedition that was the deadliest expedition to date. 8 people died in a single season.
Wow.
Including 2 guides, which is just like completely unheard of.
Not the experts.
And yeah, literally. And then like a guy lost his nose and both of his hands.
To frostbite?
Yes. And it was literally just like a page turner. I cannot tell you, like, I was so invested. I was so just like enthralled. But the whole time I just kept asking, I was like, why the fuck do men climb Mount Everest? What is it? What is it about Mount Everest that they're like, oh my God, I have to do this?
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about it before, and I literally saw a video today, another video of how busy Mount Everest is. Like, there's something to that, like, about men and their lack of ego death.
Right. Yeah, it's like literally men look up at the highest peak in the world and they're like, yeah, I could climb that for sure. What?
I guess I need a bit of an attitude adjustment myself. I wish I had 1% of that. To believe in yourself so unrealistically, but then like people do it, but at the same time, at what cost? It's kind of crazy.
At what cost? Literally. Okay, so now I'm reading this book now. It's called Dark Summit. It's not as good as Into Thin Air. I'll just say that. But there is a guy who is climbing who has 2 prosthetic legs. Like, what the fuck? That guy looked up at Mount Everest and was like, yeah, I could climb that.
Wow. I need to have some more belief in myself.
You know, okay, but also it's like, it's literally life or death. This is the crazy part. It's literally life or death.
What is so deadly about it? The falling, the freezing, or like, is there like one major threat?
Okay, thank you for asking, Annie. There's many threats, myriad threats, if you will.
Is there a major one? Or is it just a combination?
I would say, okay, for most Westerners, and that is just like people who did not grow up at elevation or like in the Himalayas, or like whose bodies have not been evolutionarily adjusted to such an altitude.
Great heights.
Exactly. You said it. The altitude is the most dangerous. There is like things that happen to your body at altitude are just it's just so dangerous. Like, your lungs will randomly fill with fluid and then you can't breathe and then you choke and you die. Your brain will swell and you can pass out and be completely incapacitated, and then it'll swell and like blow up inside your skull and then you'll die. But these are 2 things that you can't really communicate or diagnose really whenever you're on the mountain, and like no one has eyes on your person. Like they're just looking at a big suit or like a big jacket and like a face mask. It's just like it's just dangerous. It's also just like at that altitude, you can't help another person. Like,
oh man. Yeah, what do? You don't.
Exactly. You don't. So the thing that is like really tripping me up about Mount Everest specifically is like, yes, why are you climbing this? But also it's like so incredibly like everybody's out for themselves in a way that I've never seen before. I've never witnessed this before. Like, there is no loyalty. There's no sense of camaraderie. Even people who are like on the same team, it's not a team. It's just like people who share resources, who are trying to get to the top. It's insane.
That's wild. That's an aspect about Everest that I am unaware of. Like, is it that way because it's just a narrow path? Like, quite literally?
It's that way because you literally cannot expend energy out of your physical body to help another person.
I see.
Which, like, why? I just would never put myself in that situation.
Where I couldn't be helped?
Where, yes, and also where I just had to leave someone dying. Like, I would have to look at another person and be like, yeah, you're going to die. I'm going to head out, though.
And then pass them on the way back.
Right.
Yeah, no. Not built for that.
No, me neither. At all. It's a mind fuck, dude. It's weird.
Well, I'm glad you're on this Everest train.
Me too. You know, I'm excited for this reading journey. I'm really excited about what else I'm going to learn and bring to this podcast.
You could almost start another podcast.
An Everest podcast. Dude, I need to talk. If anyone has ever climbed Mount Everest, or you know someone that has climbed Mount Everest that I can get in direct contact with, please hit me up. I'm so serious. I need to talk to someone about this.
I love that being a bonus episode on this show. Oh, man. Okay.
I would make them watch Mount Everest, or I would make them watch Everest, and then we would do an episode together.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's true. You can make it about movies and re-traumatize them at the same time.
Exactly. Anyway, what else have you been watching?
I finished The Curse.
Yes, Nathan Fielder.
The Nathan Fielder, Benny Safdie, Emma Stone joint. How far into this are you?
Okay, let me be so real and honest with you. I watched like 5 or 6 episodes and then I went back to the like show screen and I just pressed play. Little did I know it was the penultimate episode, and so I skipped like literally 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh shit! How did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, and I was like, what's going on?
You know what's funny is when I started the last episode, I was like, this is like seems oddly familiar, or it seems like it's in the past, and it seems oddly familiar. And then like 5 minutes in, I realized it was the first episode that had was just replaying.
My God.
Okay, what's up with your app? Showtime or Paramount Plus, whatever. That's what I have to blame.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Okay, that's kind of a bummer because the penultimate episode is like low key the finale, because it like kind of wraps everything up, and the finale is a time jump that is like almost a different thing.
Okay,
and it's very divisive.
Hmm.
It's extremely divisive, this finale.
Go on.
So what are you gonna do? What's your game plan here?
At this point, I don't really have a game plan. I mean, I guess I'll watch the finale. I'm intrigued by a time jump.
But you're not gonna go back and watch episode 7 and 8?
Hell no.
Well, you should watch the finale then.
Okay. Is it good? I mean, do you feel satisfied?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. I felt that episode 9 like wrapped things up and I was satisfied with that. And then this episode I thought was ridiculous and hilarious, and it took a big swing, took a big risk, and I am a fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like overall, I really, really like this show. I loved this show, but it's like a hard recommend because it's not for, it's definitely like not for everyone. And it's like, extremely cringe inducing, which can be hard for people to watch.
Yeah. You know, I really liked seeing Emma Stone in Santa Fe in Espanola.
Oh
that
my
was just
God.
like,
yeah. Okay. What about all of that? Because so shot and it takes place in Espanola, but like they really used the locations, a lot of the locations as they are. For example, like the Dandy's Burger place in Espanola, like that is that restaurant. And even Jumbo, they ate at Jumbo in Santa Fe at one point, and it is not changed whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it was called Jumbo, like in the episode. It wasn't just a shooting location. So it's really, that was really fascinating. I'm curious how people take it when they don't know anything about Espanola, whereas like we've been there, driven through there so many times.
Yeah. You know, I also really liked the artist, the native artist. What's her name? Caroline?
I don't know, but that was a hilarious subplot to me.
She was so like, I think my favorite thing about the show is just like how overtly they are looking at their own white privilege. That's just really like, that's really great writing. Also, it's very apropos, and
yeah, the way it captures like white guilt and performative behavior is so accurate.
Yes.
And like nuanced in a way that like perfectly portrays it.
Yes.
It's crazy. I really liked it.
I did too. Well, okay, no, let me walk this back. I liked a lot of elements of this show. But it was like, I think skipping the episodes actually was good for me, because I can only imagine that the 2 or 3 episodes that I missed were like more or less the same thing. I bet they were like literally the same.
I mean, stuff definitely happens, but I do think that the show didn't need to be 10 1-hour episodes. I think it could have been 8 or perhaps 6.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff was dragged out. Like, for example, like when Benny Safdie wakes up in the tree area and he's
Oh
like
my
with
God.
the keys, like that went on for so long, considering that it kind of like was a tangent. Like it built his character, but it didn't need
Mhm.
to. It didn't need to be that long in order to do that.
Yeah.
So the show is long in the tooth. I will agree there.
Okay, quick cue, quick
Yeah,
question. Nathan Fielder, smash or pass?
pass.
Yeah.
You?
Pass.
Yeah. Why are people saying smash?
I have no idea. It just came to mind and I was like,
It's a good one. Cause like he's, there's nothing wrong with the guy. But
well, that we know of.
jail cell button. He's canceled. But yeah, I don't know. Not for me, and I have to imagine that the way he is and everything is a slice of the truth. He's got to be at least partially that awkward.
Yeah.
And I don't fuck with that. Literally.
Me neither. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, anyways, what's something else you watched?
Okay, well, thank you for asking. I did watch True Detective. Also, it turns out I went to the True Detective page and on Max, and apparently I watched 3 episodes of season 3 with Mahershala Ali. I have zero recollection.
We might have been watching that together.
Really?
Maybe so. But I did watch that whole season.
I have literally zero recollection, so that's the impression that it left on me, unfortunately.
Fair enough. I honestly don't remember too much of it myself. But it's at least so far not as good as this season, but how much have you watched?
Okay, I've only watched 2 episodes so far of the new season. I believe there's 4. There was 3 last week, but now I think they come out on Fridays, right?
I thought it was Sundays.
Okay, well, there's 3 or 4, but I've only watched 2. And I just gotta say, something about Jodie Foster, I don't know. She's so she commands a screen. That woman is so magnetic.
I don't know what it is either, but I fully agree. And her voice.
And it's her voice. And it's this is a character I don't even like.
Right.
I don't like her character.
She's super flawed. She's like a toxic boss. Which I like that.
Yes.
I like that she's toxic and it affects the characters that we also are following.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like they all actually have negative traits that affect each other.
Exactly. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, wait, but question though, I think I might have missed the connection between who is that other officer who was following the death of the young girl.
So you don't know the connection yet. They will tell you, but her and Jodie Foster are connected because they worked together in the past. They were on a case together. And at that point, at the point you're at, I think all you know is that they had some sort of falling out because it seems like they don't really like each other. And then I think the most recent episode, a character finally they finally kind of get in on it more.
Okay,
so you're
but
not
she's
lost.
she's also in the sheriff's office though, right? Or is she a cop?
Yeah, she's a cop. And then the other people I think are sheriffs or detectives. Or she's they're separated by some sort of bureaucratic, police thing.
Got it.
That's,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I absolutely love, and when I say love, I mean capital L, love that there is a supernatural element, because what the fuck is going on up at that plant and the tongue and the tattoo and like why were they all naked?
Yeah, dude.
What is going on?
I don't know. I like it too. I'm curious where it goes with supernatural stuff. I'm all, like, a lot of times shows will introduce that and then find ways to explain it using reality. Like season 1 of True Detective was like witches, and then it was like no. But I hope this kind of goes more into the supernatural, which it seems like it will.
Yeah. Yeah. And shows like this that start out really strong have a tendency to fall off. They do have a tendency to not wrap up in a satisfying way, at least for me. But I'm committed to the show. I'm committed to the season. I really want this. I want it to be satisfying. I need it to be satisfying.
I'm committed to Jodie Foster.
Hell yeah, me too. Whew. Well, thanks for the rec. Anyway,
yeah.
What else have you watched?
I've been more on an anime kick. Like,
yeah,
in a way I haven't been in a really long time. Probably because there's nothing quite out there to watch. I'll say it again. So I watched season 1 of Demon Slayer, and then I started Attack on Titan. Have you heard of these?
Okay, I have heard of Attack on Titan. Demon Slayer is the sickest name I've ever fucking heard.
It is a cool name. I was thinking that Attack on Titan is actually a cool name too. It's provocative. So Demon Slayer, this is a popular anime, and I don't love it because it just is like slow and it's really childish despite the gore. There's a lot of gore, but it does feel somehow like it's babied. I guess is how I describe it. Don't love it. But there's like a big following behind it, so I'm curious if it like gets good. And I also watched some of Attack on Titan. So this anime is made by the director of the anime Death Note, which is really good.
Oh, sure.
And this anime is also really good. Like, it's a cut above most anime in the animation, in the storytelling, the way it tells stories. Let me tell you this premise, dude.
Okay.
There is a society that has to live inside a wall that's really tall. And within that wall, there's smaller rings, like inner circles that you can also live in. And the walls are there to protect you from titans, which are giant human-looking things, but they're not quite human. They're like nude. They don't have sex organs. They have like really wide mouths that are really creepy, and they eat people.
Oh.
And they're huge. They're really big. They're like giant. And so that's like where this is taking place, and you're following some kids that want to join the scout group who leave the walls. And what we know of the scout group is that they are cannon fodder and that there's nothing out there but death and destruction. But we're following some kids that are like determined to make a better life for themselves. I tried to watch the show in 2013 when it came out, and I didn't like it. I don't know if it was like too creepy for me or too dark or something. I was another person. It was a long time ago. Now I'm like, whoa, this is good. And now I've seen a lot worse anime, so I know what I'm dealing with here. What I love about it is that episodes are 30 minutes long, and they always end in like a cliffhanger.
Ooh, I love that.
And if not that, they all have a big moment, which is so rare. It feels like an anime. So that's some anime I've been watching. But have you watched anything else?
I'm glad you're getting back into your anime roots. I'm appreciative of this little lull we're having. I will tell you, I watched a documentary, just one other documentary. It's called Into the Deep.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
No, what's it about?
Okay, it's about this guy who he's like a an entrepreneur, amateur inventor type deal, and he creates a submarine. It's giving like that one billionaire guy who killed all those people last year.
Oh yeah.
So he made a submarine. He also made a rocket, like a rocket ship to go to space.
Okay.
And there was this crew who was doing a documentary about him, because they were working on the rocket and it was going to go to space soon. And so there was this crew doing a documentary about him, but he invited this journalist to come and do a piece about the submarine. And he invited her on the submarine, a young woman, like maybe late 20s. And then he murdered her on the submarine, dismembered her body, and then sunk the submarine. And then was like, there was nobody else on board. I don't know what happened to that girl. And then there's like a whole trial. They're searching for the body. And meanwhile, this crew is just around. This documentary crew is like just around, just happens to be like within, like they have access to all of the workers and like all of like his workspaces and all of that. It's really just like, it was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe that they captured all of this and they were there like literally during everything that was going on. It was like, okay, I will say though, it was kind of slow to begin. And it didn't really hold my attention. Also, it's like, where does this take place? In like Norway, I think. It might be Denmark. So there's like,
it's crazy to me that there's a guy that's like what was first, that he's a murderer or that he's an inventor? You know, does he get to the bottom of the ocean and he's like, I could kill someone down here? Or is he a murderer and he's like, I need the best place to pull off a crime. It's the bottom of the ocean. Like, what came first?
Well, okay, I think he is a murderer because then a bunch of women started coming forward and they were like, look,
wow,
look at what he said and did to me. So it's like these men like this just like lurk in the shadows and they wait for their strike.
It could be anyone.
It could literally be anyone. Also, it's crazy. He just like had so much money, infamy, power. Like he had everything. He had resources. He like hired a great attorney. Like it's just, it was wild, dude. It was absolutely wild.
Would you recommend?
I can't say that I recommend it.
Okay.
No.
Too slow?
No, it's not like, yeah, it's not that great of a documentary. I would recommend, though, if you're interested in the case, like watch a YouTube video about it.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds really fascinating.
It is incredibly fascinating. Rest in peace to Kim, the journalist. Aww. She did not deserve this.
Yeah. No way. Okay, well, that has been our Movie Mavens diary. If you have any entry suggestions for us, let us know.
Yeah, you can write to us on Instagram at Movie Mavens or send us an email at moviemavenspodcast@gmail.com. Also, if you've ever climbed Mount Everest, please hit me up. That's it. Movie Mavens out.